because it's an actual person's real story. It is their life painted before them in words. Okay, also brainstorming from memory invites students into the writing process. How many of you have actually experienced a student saying, I have nothing to write about? Yeah, all the time. I don't know what to start. I don't know how to start. The imaging process that we go through on the day of brainstorming teaches students meditation, teaches them to engage. This is the most important part of the unit because, when students share their stories at the end of the week, at the end of the unit, we think, oh, well, what's really sharing doing? A lot of students don't think of themselves as real writers. They don't think about themselves as someone who has a story to share with the world. Okay, they may not have ever thought about writing something that was good. So when they share their stories, it not only helps them to put forth their ideas into the universe, but also, if it's done in the right way, and there's definitely boundaries, they also get that applause, and then it also develops empathy from their other classmates to see what the purpose of this is. Or empathy and say, you know what, I had a story similar to that. Or, ooh, also, man, I could use that in my next story. Or I could have added this detail to my story. Sharing helps everyone. Sharing is caring, right? Okay, facts I learned from researching memoir. Memoir is important to a young reader. Why? It's just a real story. It doesn't create imagination, but yet, even in memoir, there can be uses of creative fiction elements delved into it. Every story has to create imagery and create a picture. Okay, when students see others with similar dreams succeeding, that's why this is called learning to dream, because when they see others succeeding, they are able to grasp the idea that maybe I can too. This person who came from this background made a difference. Memoir is less daunting to struggling readers, less text heavy, more white space. Okay, so again, like I said, it's little vignettes. Sometimes poetry is thrown in, especially in postmodern memoir. You have that ability to breathe, and everybody thinks, well, I can't. I even at my age go, whoa, the idea of writing a novel scares me. But I can write a few pages of an event of my life. I can do that. So, through writing their own stories, they're able to analyze their own strengths, talents, and successes. Everyone has a story. Okay, basically, helping students to understand writing is dreaming. It is basically dreaming in words. I love this quote by Jacqueline. We all have the same dream, to live equal in a country that's supposed to be the land of the free. And see, that's the main concept we're trying to get them to understand, that they have a story, and every single student in your classroom has the ability to find the purpose of his or her dreams. So please look at the unit, realize Monday, it's basically looking at literary elements and discussing the books, showing the pictures, helping them find the literary elements. Then Tuesday, they go into a process of brainstorming for themselves. Let me go ahead and put this up. I'm a visual learner, so on the handout I gave you. So basically, it's a group book discussion, and you're learning. Tuesday, it's brainstorming. You take your students through a meditative process where they learn to pick up those images, and they're able to dream. It's a state of dreaming. I've actually had students fall asleep in class while doing this process. So I'm like, well, really, I didn't want you to dream now. I wanted you to, anyway. Okay, so then day 3 is to review literary techniques and write a poem. Basically, again, it's teaching them the brainstorming ideas, starting to create the story, and then taking some of those images and creating a poem. a lot of people think, oh, poetry is all symbolism, but a lot of it is, it's a storytelling, right? It's little bits of language. You can create a poem without having to understand grammar and syntax perfectly, right? And you can create meaning. Writing, so then day 4 is writing workshop. And this is basically where they just have, a time to write. The teacher's going to give a mini lesson, remind them of those literary techniques, look for those in their own writing, and then they get to write. And then the day 5, like I said, that ability to share and know that their writing is going to be actually applauded is powerful. So, this quote by Langston Hughes, which is one of the books that we discussed in this unit. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. That is powerful. Thank you. I appreciate your time.